And says you're live. So hello, welcome. This is Crypto Hulk. The show is called Crypto Hulk. Everything here is Crypto Hulk. The main mission of this channel is to teach you how to come up and make a lot of money. And I don't see, okay, there we are, it's working. All right, good. Anyhow, the purpose of this channel is to help you come up. That's the only purpose of this channel. I don't get money from this at all. I refused at this point. I'm not saying I'm always going to be, whatever, but I have a certain mission, and that's to teach you as much as I can in the smallest amount of time, because time is going to run really short, okay? As the title of this video shows, Gary Gensler's Uncle Gary's coming for your crypto. So I thought I'd knock out a quick video for this evening. Well, it's evening where I'm at. Pacific Standard Time. What's the time? About 6 o'clock p.m. almost, Pacific Standard Time. It's good to see everybody here. And yeah, so I was talking to one of my friends, my crypto friends, and they sent me a PDF on the enforcement actions of the SEC over the past, 7 years or so. I will look it over, but it's just, wow, this whole SEC thing, we're going to have to get into this week so I can kind of explain some things, because there's going to be some bad news and good news from this. There's going to be some big, major stuff going down here real soon. I'm thinking a week or two at the absolute most. It is going to get hectic, okay? Like really straight. If you thought it was stressful already, it's going to get even more. Now, not for you guys mainly. I'm hoping if you get your hardware, software, wallets, and that kind of stuff, I strongly urge you guys, all right, to do that. I've been telling you now for 2 months now. Today's drink is water and some of that joint powder you get at Costco for your joints. Helps your hair, skin, and your ligaments and stuff, because I get sore stuff. So that's what I got going on there. It's good for you. I forgot the Vital. It's called Vital something or other. I can't remember the name, and I can't see it from where I'm at. But it's like a joint powdered drink. So I add the powder to a shaker bottle with some water and getting that in my system. Because today's my off day. I don't work out on Saturdays. I don't do shit on Saturdays, actually, because I work out like twice a day. I spend roughly maybe 3 hours a day at the gym. That includes workout, dry sauna, stretching, stuff like that. And then I take breaks. I don't work out the whole time, but I work out a little bit, take a break and shit. So Saturday, I don't really do a fucking thing. I'm tired, I think all I do on Saturday really is take naps and lay around. I don't eat that much either on a Saturday because I don't work out, so my appetite's lower. I eat, but just about half of what I eat normally. And that's my Saturday. So I have a bad feeling about Gary Gensler. I've known it from the start. You can go back, check all my videos. I was never positive with this Gary Gensler clown, okay? Not from the beginning. So I don't change up what I say. Other people on YouTube change up what they say, not me. And if I make a mistake, then cool or whatever. But I knew right from the beginning that this asshole, people oh, you got to give him a chance. Da-da-da. Okay, we've given that asshole 4 months. We've given him 4 months. Just like I said from the beginning, he's going to steal your fucking crypto if he can, all right? Or he will figure out a way to fuck with you. Just letting you know. That's why I'm making the video, because I know that this guy and what he's going to do. If he wanted to end all this bad lawsuit shit, he could have. He's had 4 months. Or Biden or whatever. Maybe he didn't get picked till 2 months ago. Whatever the fuck it is, this guy could have got in right away. And he could have said, hey, let me start because this whole lawsuit thing is a mess. They could have ended that shit in January. They could have. Brian Brooks left. And then that little fucker, Jay Clayton, did this shit after Brian Brooks left. That's a little bitch move. That's what Jay Clayton is. But, yeah. So let me see who's here. Let me see how many brave souls showed up. We got Vin G. Veronica Rosario, the moderator, is here. Thank you very much for showing up. Vin G, we're staying strong out here. That's the only way to do this. You got to be smart. You got to be up on the news. Then you got to step back and try to figure out how this might go down. You're not always going to know what's going to happen. And sometimes we may think something's going to happen, and then boom, they change everything on us. And it's like, damn, where did that come from, you know? So, I don't know. We're going to try to make the best of this. Let's see. SEC versus Ripple could end with summary judgment on fair notice. True. There's a lot of things that could go down. Fuck Uncle Gary. Intended to file for summary on the fair notice. Yeah, there's a lot of this fair notice thing. Let's see. Maria V is here. Hi, Hulky. Hilky? Who the hell's Hilky? Is that somebody trying to compete for my job or something on this channel? We got, oh, there it is. Hulk. She corrected it. And then we got, let's see, Desert Man is here. Desert is here. PG. Nick Hamilton. I thought I saw Uncle Philly somewhere. Maybe not. Avolate. Collagen. Yeah. It's got like 3 kinds of collagen in it. And collagen's good for your joints. Like Kicks for Mike says. We are getting old, Hulk. Yes, Maria, we are. Uncle Philly showed up. What's up, big guy? Our dry saunas have been closed for COVID for like the past 12 months. You know what's weird is they opened up, okay, where I live, they closed the gym for like 6 weeks. It was the worst fucking 6 weeks I've probably had in a long time. Working out at the house, like, was depressing. It sucked. Because you're always like at home. The only place you can go to do anything is like the grocery store. Like, really, the grocery store was open. Oh, what I found amazing, I'm sure you guys, I'm just telling you, think about this one, think about it. How is it that all the liquor stores were always open? Cigarettes and alcohol, right? Tobacco, chewing tobacco. All those fucking stores were always open. Churches had to be closed. And I don't go to church. I'm not against it. You know, I believe in God and stuff, but I just don't go to church. But I'm just saying, like, you got churches closed, schools closed, businesses closed, liquor stores open. Liquor stores, I mean, really? Is that an essential? I guess it is. It's an essential product or something, I guess. Could have fooled me. Adrodynamic. Yo, Hulkmeister. Today's drink is Tenet's Lager, and the powder I have is the Colombian Marching Powder. Oh, yeah, I think I got it. Let's see. Bloody Clown Gensler. Bloody right. You're bloody right. Let's see. Did you ever box? No. Bone broth. Yeah, man, I tried that. The liquid stuff. I never could really stomach it. I should probably try some powder and mix it in with water. You know, let's see here. But Two Pyramids says, unfortunately, liquor is the religion of most people. Yeah, you know, they make they make a lot of money with liquor sales, I guess he was trying to say. I guess the state's got to get some kind of money. They figure if everybody's home, at least they can get tax on liquor. And I mean, I just thought it was funny. But the gym I go to, they only shut down 6 weeks. After that, you had to wear a mask in the gym. Even in the dry sauna, it's 170 in there. And I think they opened that back up. I mean, that's always been open, but they limited like 5 people at a time in there. But I'll tell you, sometimes I go in there and there's like 10 people. Then the owner would have to like try to shoo everybody out and threaten, I'm going to close this gym down or I'm going to shut down the dry sauna. And then these assholes would still pile in there. I'd watch people pile in there. And there's a limit. It said 5 people. And these fucks are showing up and there's like 10, 12 people in there. But okay, I'm glad you're here. I didn't necessarily have a ton of news today. I had one news story, which was a biggie. It's a biggie. It may be small, but it's a very powerful news story. And I can do a little bit of question and answer on top of that because it's a weekend, and I'm not trying to like dig for news and try to reinvent the fucking wheel. This Gary Gensler story is pretty big, and I don't have the news story on it. I'll just tell you for what I heard, and then we can discuss what if or what might happen from it. But this Gary Gensler thing is kind of like, I'm trying to think how I can put this. Stressful, confusing. Man, it could really fuck everything up. So here we go. So you got Gary Gensler. The SEC operates on an almost 100-year-old Howey test, okay? And the Howey test is used by the SEC, and they've got to get a new test called the Ripple test, okay? Which I think... How do I think this court case is going to go? Okay, look. Now, I'm just kind of saying my opinion on stuff, but you've got the president, you got the 3 branches of government, okay? Let's take this back to like 8th grade, 12th grade, whatever. I don't know what they're teaching now. You got the 3 branches of government. The president is one branch. That's called the executive. Then you have the legislative, which are the Congress people, the House of Reps and the senators and all that stuff. And then you've got the judges, which are the judicial, and they're not Jews. Well, maybe one of them might be, the Ginsburg lady. But anyhow, let's not digress. So you got the 3 branches, okay? Check it out. That's how it goes. So we're running into an issue with crypto. Crypto's brand new. There's no laws, there's no statutes defining what cryptocurrency is. Because there's different kinds of crypto. See, it's getting more complicated, and our government has purposely not done anything. Okay? So you can do enforcement acts. See, the SEC, I'll just tell you right now. I'll just tell you, instead of me trying to dance around the point, I'm just going to fucking tell you. Our government has fucked up, okay? Sometimes you just got to get straight to the point and say what's wrong. Our government is fucked up. I believe a lot of them, all of them are being paid and bought off, and they're bribed by the big banks, the 3 little pigs, okay? Citibank, JP Morgan, and Household Bank. Those assholes don't want the crypto, or did not want the crypto to go anywhere because they're going to lose a lot of fucking money. Like, let's say, all of their money pretty much. Well, except for, what they make on what we deposit our money, and they make interest and all that. See, crypto is going to change everything. It can potentially drive all the banks bankrupt. That's how bad, almost all. You're going to need some banks, but it's like That's the threat. Do you got it? The threat is crypto will destroy all these banks. So the banks have been paying off the Congress people, all of them, maybe except Rand Paul. Rand Paul's like some kind of independent guy. I'm not independent. I'm a Republican. But these banks have paid off and bribed everybody to just not do anything with crypto. That's the fucking problem. All around the world, these banks know, oh shit, we're going to be broke. So they've been paying people off all around the world to not do anything. Well, what's going on is this thing called technology, and you can't stop that shit, all right? So, and even the SEC guy, probably one of the smartest things he's ever said, but he was telling Congress that crypto is here, and if you stop and you don't move, it'll go around you. Okay, I think that was Jay Clayton that said that. One of the few smart things he's ever said. So, okay, so let's continue with this thought. Then you can have a good idea on where I'm going to end up. You got this thing called crypto. It came into the world 10 to 15 years ago. The banks know that, imagine you have an hourglass full of sand, and when you turn it over, the banks can see that sand running through. And 10 to 15 years ago, it was running through real slow. So they look up at it, bribe your Congress people, give them money. But now they realize, oh shit, they're looking in the hourglass. They have an hourglass at this dry sauna that I go to. That's why I'm using the illusion of, but imagine they have an hourglass on the wall and you turn it over and the sands run through. I think it's a 15-minute deal. But anyhow, these banks all around the world are looking at that hourglass. And at first, all the sand was up there. So like, fuck, we don't have to worry about this now. So they'd be bribing all the Congress people and the SEC. I'm just letting you know, for the new people, for Crypto Hulk fans that have been here for a while, you've heard this story before. But I always get new people, so I got to bring in. I'm going to try to bring it a new story. So that's why I'm using the story of the hourglass, all right? So 15 years ago, before Bitcoin or whatever, Bitcoin was maybe 2008, so we're talking like 13, 14, whatever, but we're about 15 years ago, roughly-ish. The bankers knew, oh shit, like they knew about this technology. They already knew. They said it's coming. So that's when somebody flipped the hourglass over. Now the sands are running out 15 years ago. Now the past year or two, they've really, really known, and they're getting scared. So that's why Jay Clayton had to stop Ripple. Somebody said this in the crypto world, that the reason they stopped, they filed this lawsuit, because they knew Ripple set out what they had accomplished to do. This lawsuit was like the whistleblower. Like if you have a game going on, let's say a basketball game or something like that, somebody blows the whistle, everybody's got to stop. Jay Clayton blew the whistle and left. I think, in my opinion, he did it because he didn't want to have to answer. See, he was playing the fucking game and getting rich. Him and his friend, William Hinman or whatever, they were making millions. They were making millions of outside money off Bitcoin and Ethereum. Oh my God. Everybody knows. You guys that are listening to me, you know. You've seen all the stories. You've seen Battalion Buterin talking, or at least we have audio sound of Battalion Buterin selling Ethereum so he can raise money at a fundraiser, which he said was a fundraiser. Everybody knows that shit was dirty. It was illegal. Okay? There's proof. It's not me just saying it. There's proof that William Hinman in like 4 or 5 years got $15 million from a crypto law firm that protects Bitcoin and Ethereum. Totally illegal, in my opinion. Illegal, unethical, bribery, all that. All these people. Why do you think he files a lawsuit and then leaves? So when it goes down in the history books, because they're going to have to protect him, because it's going to make, if this story is actually proven, all of it, Some of the stuff we have proof on, other stuff we don't have the proof. But if it was really found out, oh my God, you know how bad it would look for the United States? So I'm trying to tell you, okay, that this is really fucking huge, and it would make America look really, really bad. So here's what he does. Good old Jay. He files a lawsuit, then leaves. So when history's written, he could say he filed a lawsuit. Okay? At least, you know, something. And then he can walk away from this, say, hey, I filed a lawsuit. But for him to quit and not file any lawsuits against anybody right now, that would not look good for him. Then it would look really, really like he's taking bribes, right? Which he is. So here's what we got going on. We've got these banks, they know. Oh, they know right now this crypto shit's coming in. That hourglass that was flipped over, it's almost gone. Almost. Like it's just about ready to run out. These banks know, okay? So they know that this crypto is going to ruin them, okay? So what do you got to do? Get the crypto away from common people and make it to where only we can sell. Like if I'm a bank, I'm going to be paying off Gary Gensler. Now, when I say paying off, there's different ways to pay people off. You don't have to fucking, but you do something like, they got creative ways to bribe people. It don't even look like bribery, okay? Maybe Gary Gensler's friend has a business and somebody donates his friend $1 million. So whatever it is, there's a way to get the money back to the congressperson, okay? Gavin Newsom did it in California. Somebody gave Gavin Newsom's brother like a $5 million house or something, and then just somehow Gavin Newsom co-signs and they both own the house, and then after a year they sell the house and they split the money. See what I'm saying? They figure out how to way to bribe, okay? So the banks know right now that the gig's up. Crypto's here. We cannot let these people, you and me, put them out of business, they think. So we've got to somehow make crypto illegal. We've got to shut down exchanges. We got to regulate stuff. Investor protection. Remember that fucking lie? You're going to hear it a lot the next week or two when Gary Gensler comes out swinging in the boxing match. Investor protection. Investor protection. It's all that fucking dude can say. But you know what it is? I'm going to fuck over the investor. I'm going to fuck over that's what he's doing. That's what he's going to do. He doesn't give a shit about us. Why do you think 30,000 people signed a petition to sue the SEC? Oh, snap. It's not investor protection. It's fuck over the investor time. That's what time it is. I know what time it is. You know what time it is, okay? I make this channel because I want you to come up. Okay, I don't take any fucking money. I don't get monetizations. I take pride in this channel. I want to help thousands of people become millionaires if I can. So I don't know. Maybe I can, say, you know what? I help 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people come up and live the life of their dreams. That's, I guess, what I get from it. Okay. But anyhow, so now after the SEC has never really done anything as far as make clarity, get like a board and then write all the rules and shit on it and post it. Oh, no. They haven't done that. No. Because you see, that would make sense. That would be what they call being transparent. Put the rules on the fucking and the guidelines and shit and post it on the SEC website so everybody. Why does the SEC not do this so Jay Clayton and all the other people can do, let's say, illegal shit and not get in trouble? See, once you post rules about what things are and definitions, then, well, Jay, you'd be in jail. So that's why, everybody, there's been no regulation. When Ripple's been asking for regulations for, God, I don't know, since 2012, like when they started, hey, SEC, can we have regulations? Oh, yeah, we'll give them to you. Next year, hey, SEC, yeah, we'll get them to you. Next year, yeah. Year after that, yeah. See, that's what the fuck's going on. And we've got limited time. I'm trying to teach everybody this. I'm trying to teach the new people what the fuck's going on real quick so they can understand so they're not panicky, about whatever the hell they're watching on the news. This is the news. This is news on my channel, and there's some other people that have some good channels too. But the regular network news stuff you guys watch is propaganda, dumb shit that's designed to fool you and distract you, okay? My channel is designed to help you understand really what's going on so that you can position yourself into buying cryptos that are the good ones before it's too late. And then I'm going to teach you how to hold on to them before they get like stolen from you. So you've got these SEC that hasn't done a fucking thing. They haven't done their job. They haven't. It's like I've said before, there's a street and it has no paintings on, like, the markings for the different lanes. Oh, that shit's not there. The SEC didn't do that. Because SEC made a street that has no paintings, no limit lines, no speed limits, no street lights, no kind of shit at all. And then when they pick and choose people, this is how it's done. I'm breaking it down. This is exactly how it's done. I'm using like a figurative way of explaining it, okay? You've got this street, and it's all kinds of fucked up in there, and some guy's doing donuts in the middle of the street in a car or a dirt bike or whatever the fuck and then he drives off. Oh, the SEC don't touch that. That's Ethereum and Bitcoin. So they let these other people do all kinds. But the minute Ripple decides to drive down the street with some fucking sense in their head, then they go after Ripple. That's what they do. And Ripple gets pulled over, and Ripple's like, yeah, can I help you, officer? Yeah, you're going to pay this fine and go to jail and shit because, you're in violation. And Ripple's like, well, violating what? Well, you should know. You had lawyers. Now I'm kind of summarizing the court case. Well, you had lawyers. They should have told you what the speed limit is and all the stuff on the street, right? Well, wouldn't that be your job? Because that's Ripple's defense in this court case. I'm trying to break it down so new people that don't listen to the court case, like, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm trying to explain this shit. So the cop pulls over Ripple. They go before the judge, which is, the judge in this court case for real. And Ripple's defense is, well, Your Honor, there's no clear rules here. We didn't know that when we were giving and selling the crypto to different people, we weren't like making profit necessarily on it. I mean, they were making money, but they were helping. But anyhow, that's not the fucking point. The point is they kept asking the police officer, which is the SEC, what are the rules? And they never got an answer. Never. So they just keep driving down the street. And then after 8 years of driving down the street, 8 years, and they keep asking the cop every time they see the cop, hey, when are you going to put up street signs and make street markings on there and lane dividers? The cop's like, yeah, we'll get to it. So that's what this court case is about. So now we go back to Gary Gensler. He's going to start enforcing God knows what. See what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how he's going to pick and choose or enforce. Here's what I really think. If we go back to what I said earlier about got the executive, the legislative, and the judicial. Here's how I see it happening. Congress makes laws. Pretty basic. You learn that in 8th grade. So I think in 8th grade, if he was sitting here, he or she could understand what I'm talking about. Congress makes laws, not the SEC. The SEC enforces laws that Congress makes. Got it? Joe Biden or Donald Trump or Barack Obama cannot make laws. Congress makes laws. The judicial interprets the law to see if the law is a valid law. And if it is the president in the executive branch, behaving fairly within the law, are the people. So how I think this court thing, Gary Gensler is going to go out and try to do a bunch of enforcement shit. I'd like to know what law he's following. He's going to try to follow the current law that they have, the Howey test, which only goes back to the 1930s, where they didn't even have crypto. And crypto changes. Okay, it can be a secure, like other people in the SEC, other chairmen have said this. I'm not making this up. Other chairmen have said this. A crypto can be this, like a security, and then turn into a commodity, or it could turn into a currency, and they're back and forth. Gary Gensler, how is Gary Gensler going to be using 1930s technology to enforce the current blockchain cryptos that we know of? It's going to get really fucking nasty. Is Gary Gensler going to determine what is a crypto? No, he can't. So I don't know, like Gary Gensler came out and said he's going to start enforcing all this stuff and look out, and it's going to be like there's a cop on every block or whatever. Okay, well, Congress needs to make a law. So maybe they've been having these backdoor sessions. I don't know. Maybe Gary is going to prosecute people based on 1930s technology. That would be a fucking mess. So, whatever Gary comes out and does in the beginning, I don't want anybody to get all flustered, all right? He might say, oh, it's illegal to have crypto. You're going to have to turn it in. Okay, Gary, sure. Gary Gensler doesn't determine the definitions of things. The legislative branch of our government does that shit. Gary's like a little bitch boy and follows the law from when Congress makes it. The judicial will interpret that law to make sure it's fair, and then Gary will be given his little duties. Here, Gary, be a good boy, follow all these rules, and go enforce them. Okay? That's how shit works. Okay? So, the reason there's all this clusterfuck right now with Jay Clayton and all this stuff is they're operating on a technology that's almost 100 years ago. The Howey test is about orange trees in Florida. Orange trees in Florida. It has nothing to do with fucking cryptocurrencies and how the world's money system works, okay? The Howey test is about orange trees in Florida and how the sales of the oranges and the property, people bought property, was viewed as a security. Okay, that shit's from like so long ago. See what I'm saying? Gary Gensler cannot enforce a fucking thing with crypto based on technology that's almost 100 years old. Something can be a crypto, and then it could switch over to it could start off as a security and switch over to a currency. See, that's the problem. So here's the solution. I'm telling you what the fucking solution is. The legislative branch has to come in and make rules. That's what they do. That's why it's in the Constitution, okay? The legislative branch is going to be the one to make the rules and definitions of what is crypto, what's a commodity, this, that, before Gary Gensler can enforce. So if Gary Gensler starts to enforce, he might do a trick move by saying, oh yeah, it's illegal and So what's going to happen is all the sheep are going to go to their banks and like blind sheep, give up all this and that. But then later, they're going to, once they got it now, they're going to be like, oh, shit, you know what? We didn't have to take that, because we have these regulations from the legislative branch showing, well, it's not actually a security. We fucked up, sorry. But you can buy it back. We got these banks, and they're going to sell this stuff, so you can buy it from the banks. I'm not doing a fucking thing until Congress, which is the legislative branch, not Gary fucking Gensler. I'm not going to do a fucking thing or trip out or nothing until Congress does its fucking job the legislative branch of our federal government until the legislative branch does its job and they produce their findings, and then the judges interpret the law that's made. And then when the judges say, yes, this is fair, then Gary Gensler gets his little work assignment to go do what he does. I'm not doing a fucking thing until that shit happens. That's the legal way. That's the legal way that things need to get done. Just because the SEC does or does not Ethereum when they were selling shit. Oh, you didn't drop no lawsuit then, did you, Jay? Or William Hinman taking $15 million from these different companies. See what I'm saying? I'm not doing a fucking thing. So I don't care what kind of news comes out, all the FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, I don't give a fuck until this shit is done using the 3 branches of government, okay? Legislative, judicial, and the executive, where meaning Joe Biden would order an executive order based on the legislation and the judge's interpretation. Got it? That's how this thing's going to go with me. I don't give a fuck what Gary says. He can make whatever kind of whatever and threaten, scream, and jump up and down. 0 fucks given. Follow the Constitution, asshole. Don't start trying to flash on people and try to take crypto. That shit ain't gonna fly with me. I just want things done how they're supposed to using the 3 branches of government. Got it? Am I asking too much? No, you're not, Crypto Hulk. You're asking what you should ask. So let me read some comments. So I'm going to read some of these comments. So that would be Gary Gensler is an asshole. Yeah, but okay, what I try to do on my channel is to show you exactly what I'm thinking and base it on the law. Whoa, well, ain't that some common sense and what the law is? When Gary Gensler decides if he does this to, what do you call it? Arbitrarily, when you do something that's arbitrary, it's kind of like at your own will or whatever. If Gary Gensler arbitrarily decides to come after crypto shit, hey, you know what? I'm going to arbitrarily give Gary Gensler that. Welcome to your new job, asshole. You're not touching my fucking crypto until the legislative makes laws, till the judicial interprets those laws, you cocksucker. And then when Joseph Biden, the president, issues an executive order so that you can do your fucking job. You ain't doing a fucking thing, dude, until all those 3 things happen. That's called following the Constitution. Got it? And last time I checked, and it may not be for too much longer, but last time I checked, we run on what's called the United States Constitution, all the articles and all that stuff. Yeah, you know, and the amendments and stuff. Yeah, so Gary, make sure that shit happens. Don't come knocking on my fucking door because I'm not opening it until I see all 3 branches of government involved in this shit. I'm not going to have some stupid Jay Clayton wannabe clone. So you get one asshole that leaves, Jay Clayton, and then if dumb shit decides he's going to try to enforce, what the fuck are you going to enforce, dude? What you want to enforce? Oh, shit, no. That's just not going to work, dude. You need to run it through the judicial first. So take your fucking ass over to Congress, have real laws passed, asshole, and real definitions. Have the judicial branch interpret that shit, and then the president will issue an executive order. There you go. I'm not doing a fucking thing. I'm not going to trip out or nothing unless this shit is done in a constitutional way. Thank you. Popeye. You can stake via Ledger. It's the only way I do it. But I don't think you can earn interest because it has to be on the exchange. Now, there's different ways to earn interest. I'm not getting into all that shit yet. Look, the only thing I want you to do at this point is to, I'm not a financial advisor. Nowhere near it. Do you think a financial advisor would have a name like Crypto Hulk? I was born with that name, okay? But it doesn't mean I'm a financial advisor. I completely lie on this channel. Everything that you hear is a big fucking lie. If you do something and you spend money and you really mess up and get wrecked, then it fucking sucks being you. Too bad. You shouldn't have watched this channel. Got it? Got it. So now, to wrap it up, because it is a Saturday, you buy the cryptos. Okay, so in my opinion, what cryptos, once all the three branches of government are done, what cryptos would Crypto Hulk suggest? I'll tell you what. So it's going to be the bankers' coins, okay? Those are going to be the ones that are going to be considered currency, not securities. So what are these? Well, they've been mentioned in all the top world banking forums and the international monetary funds. There's going to be things like the JP Morgan coin, which I don't think they sell right now. That was in there. But the ones that I know they do sell are IOTA. Might be kind of pricey. I don't know if they sell IOTA, but if they do, it's probably pricey. Then you got Algorand. Algo are the four letters for that, Algo. You got HBAR, HBAR. You can watch the video later because I'm not going to repeat this shit. And then you got, of course, XRP, XLM, and then XDC. Those are like your bankers' coins, okay? Outside of that, you're going to have other kinds of cryptos, whether it be securities, commodities, or whatever it might be. And they're going to have stuff, I don't even know. They're going to make up names, okay? Those are going to be probably like your safest ones. And then, you know, you're always going to have like your chain links and all these other ones. So there's a lot of cryptos. They're going to try to eliminate, I would say 95% of the crypto. And you know what? We don't need like 9,000 cryptos, all right? Shit ain't going to work. So I think out of 9,000 cryptos, you might have like 100 left or somewhere, I don't know, 100, 150 maybe that are good. And the banks will carry them and these kind of things. So I recommend to my friends, buy the bankers coin stuff. You know, especially the XRP. You know, you should probably diversify, get at least 3 different ones in case something happens to one, you got a couple others, you know. I tell my friends that if you have like, let's say 100%, and you want 3 coins, I would dump half into like XRP, 25% into XLM, and then the rest in, you know, maybe 25% into XDC, or, you know, but what I would tell them is at least put just 50% in your XRP. And then if you want to buy like 3 others of the banker coins and stuff, that's cool. If you don't want to just get bankers coins, and I'm not saying it's bad, it's just, I know that they're going to come down hard on everything except bankers coins. Somehow those are going to you're not getting rid of them. They're in all the world's banking papers. They're going to use them. But they will find ways to get rid of like shit coins. So if you invest in a crypto, make sure it's legit. And you've got like IBM or something working for them, then they're not going to get away with that. I mean, they're not going to get rid of it, okay? But if your crypto is like made by Jimmy Bob in Kentucky, and even though Jimmy Bob has a PhD, that doesn't fucking mean anything. And so you better find some good use case crypto stuff, all right? If you don't know, if the people that made your crypto don't have a reputation, they're not doing business with some big, big companies, that shit's probably going to go away, all right? Your Dogecoin is already lined up to work with, and I'm saying that's like a meme coin, and if they were going to get rid of something, it would be Doge, but since Doge is going to be on the Flare network, I think Doge will get a pass, all right? I don't know what they're going to call it. Again, there might be 5 or 7 different categories of cryptos and stuff, and I don't know what those are going to be. Nobody does. They're going to create them. They're going to make them up. So let me check some comments. Yeah, buy your Ledger. I like the Ledger ones. You can get them from Ledger itself. So people are saying don't go to like Amazon or some other web. Make sure you go to the official Ledger website and buy it. Got it? Yeah, Cardano ADA. Wendy Menard says ADA. Yeah, I forget some of this stuff. Like if you're gonna buy a crypto, type in the name, do a Google search and type in Cardano ADA crypto and learn about it. Like spend at least 30 minutes and find out who made it. How popular are these people that made it? What business relationships did Cardano recently get? On and on. And if there's nothing there, then you don't buy that crypto. Now, let me tell you something. Just because the Dallas Mavericks, let's say, well, I don't want to use that example because everybody knows what I'm talking about. Just because the Phoenix Suns accept Bitcoin for payment of tickets doesn't mean that that's a fucking use case, okay? All right. What we're looking for is the cryptos that are linked up with real businesses. A sport franchise is not like a real business. I mean, they make a lot of, you know what I'm getting at? Like, if your crypto is hooked up with Bank of America, Tesla, General Motors, like Macy's, like real fucking businesses and stuff, and there's not just one, you got multiple, 5, 10 or something like that, then your crypto is going to pass. Gary's not going to pluck it out. But if your crypto is not linked up with anybody, or you can buy hot dogs at a San Francisco 49er game with your crypto, that shit's not going to last, all right? I'm just telling you. So you better make sure you pick the cryptos that have a lot of use case. I'm just saying, because they may decide to pull the plug on your crypto and you'd be like, well, I can use that crypto at the skating rink around my house. That's a use case. No, it's not. Okay. Well, now, if maybe a McDonald's takes like a crypto for payment, that's pretty good. I would say that's pretty reputable. But again, does that crypto company have more than just McDonald's? I don't know everything. I'm not scaring people. Some people may say that I might be. I'm trying to make you think. Get a usable crypto, one that has a lot of use, a lot of businesses. That's why I get the XRP. I would just say, fuck, man, that should be 50, 60% or more or whatever in my portfolio. You got Ripple linked up with almost every fucking bank in the world, or almost every business, like hundreds and hundreds. Like Ripple might have a partner that has 100 partners, got it? Like if you look at who's going to be using at the XRP eventually, but the Ripple technology now, we're talking thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of businesses, y'all. Hoo-wee. So you get your ledgers. It's going to be tricky to use them. So you're going to want to watch a lot of YouTube videos to know how to use it correctly. And listen, when you go to transfer money, it might take, some people can learn this shit in a few hours. It took me about an hour and a half a day for about a whole week to learn how to use a nano ledger. Yeah, I'd spend about an hour and a half and be like, fuck, I watched the videos and tried doing it. It wouldn't work. And because I'm slowpoke like that. I don't like technology stuff. I really don't. So I stuck with it. I didn't give up, and I figured out how to use that shit. What you want to do is when you first transfer crypto, I think it's like, if you got XRP or something, it's 20. But try the least amount of cryptos. If you try to send 5 and it just won't work because it'll say error or whatever, then you got to send 20. That's probably why you're getting an error code or whatever, okay? But just keep it. Don't send every single fucking crypto you got. You might lose it. So you do a test. I tell all my friends, do a test, send. Send the shit like at 20 XRP or 20 XLM or 20 Hederas or whatever you want to do. Send a small amount, dude. And if that shit works, then bam, just send all the rest. You need to be prepared. Gary's coming for your crypto. Just letting you know. If you keep it on exchange, you're fucked. All right? Just letting you know. If they call that shit a security, oh shit. You can't be in possession of an unlicensed security. Sorry how much you paid. You might be lucky to get what you paid for it back. This could get ugly for a lot of people that are, quote, in possession of an unlicensed security. You will be fucked at that point if it's on the exchange. Now, I can give you this advice because I'm not helping you evade any laws, Right now, there are no laws on that. There's no law that says you can't put crypto on a ledger. There's no fucking law that says that. But there might be in a week or two from now. Then I won't be telling people, hey, I'll just be careful about how I put things. I can always relate to you stories that I've heard people do. I won't say that I told my friend to do it because then I'm illegally telling my friend. So I might say something where my one friend told the other friend. Okay, it's that easy. So how am I gonna close this? I'm gonna close it by saying Gary's gonna come in and somehow regulate, and it's gonna get real nasty for some people. Okay? Buy the right cryptos. Don't buy dumb cryptos. Hold the custody on your own. And maybe, in the future they say, well, if you got crypto, turn it into the bank. It's still yours, but they're going to hold it. Well, that might not be too bad in a way. Then you can spend it, but they're going to get interest instead of you, so you won't be able to stake it. You won't be able to make 10% of your interest, but at least it's safe in a bank, and yeah, down the road, the banks can always, I don't want to get into negative shit, so I'll just keep it at that. So hopefully that's what happens. If it doesn't happen, I've heard some people will be moving to another country. I had a friend, I think, that told me that. He's going to, like Puerto Rico, I was like, no fucking tax there. I want you guys to follow all the rules, of course. So I don't know how all of it's going down. I know that if I'm holding my crypto, then I decide ultimately what I do with my crypto, not somebody else. If an exchange holds it, then when a law is passed, the exchange will determine what happens to your crypto. If I own my crypto, I'm the one who say, if I want to put it in a bank in this country or another country or whatever, I mean, it's my choice, So with that, Veronica says, ew, gross, Biden poop. Really? Really? Are we talking about Biden's poop right now? Is that what we do on live chat? I just look up and seeing her talking about poop. All right, cool. Oh, God. I'm going back to Bosnia, says Copper Penny Life. El Chapo, why are we speaking in some foreign language? Report as spam. Okay. I'm not speak English here. Make sure everybody knows so we don't have scammers trying to rip people off. Moderators, I need you to pay attention to people speaking different languages here. All right, they need to go immediately. Yes. PG. What's a good VPN to use? Go look up PC Magazine, PC Mag, and then type in VPNs and do a little research on which one you think looks good. You could read different reviews. Maybe 10,000 people reviewed it, and it's got 5 stars and da-da-da. I think I got Pure VPN on my phone. Let me take a look. Pure VPN, and you push the button. It shows this. I don't have mine on. You push the button again, and it goes to orange. And now it's shown up as red. It's kind of hard to see with the glare, but it's red. And I set mine for security and privacy. So they have different settings. You can have it where it's super fast, but not as secure. And then it starts slowing down and slowing. I got mine on the toughest setting that they got. And you can pick the cities, the different cities that you want. Well, now I don't know why it's doing that, but you can click on cities. And you can pick anywhere in the world. You can pick any city in the world you want your phone to kind of show up. And this will prevent hackers and stuff. Or let's say it will prevent people from being able to find out your IP address, like where you are, so they can come rob you or take your crypto. So I try to, and every time you turn your phone off, which I turned my phone off a couple times today because it was kind of slow, and I like reset it. I forgot to turn my VPN on, but it's on right now. But I usually always keep it on. So when you're traveling, you can use internet like broadband shit, and then people can't like hack in when you got this virtually private network thing going. It protects you. You're gonna need that. Here's what the icon looks like. Well, it's not even gonna show. Pure VPN. See that up like right there. Anyhow, whoops. But you can find that on Play Store or the Apple Store, and then you can load it to your phone. I think I paid like 5 years for like, I don't know, fucking $50 or so. It's really cheap. It's very, very inexpensive. There was some kind of sale on it, and then I could give it to like a friend or two when I bought it, and they could get it for free or whatever. I don't know. That's like when they first came out, and so yeah, there you have it. Okay, so that's the show for this evening. It's a weekend. It's kind of light. Nothing real serious. News, at least, that came out. So I wanted to focus on the Gary Gensler thing. That's a big BFD. All right. So with that, have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next video that I make.